Hi there, teachers. The purpose of this video is to let you know how you can make instructional videos using iMovie to put together clips from different places. So first of all, I'd like to show you a couple of tools that you can use to get screencasts. One of those tools is Screencastify, and one of those is Screencast-O-Matic. Those are both found in your Google Chrome web store, and you can add those as extensions on your computer. So since I already have those extensions, they show up here on my toolbar, and the Screencastify one looks like this orange arrow. So I want to show you what it looks like if I'm using Screencastify. So here I have the choices of either showing just my browser tab, my entire desktop, or just my webcam. When I'm on my desktop, I can include the microphone or turn it off, and I can include the webcam or leave it off also. So I want to show you a few examples of where I'm just showing my desktop, and I do have my microphone on because I want to give instructions about things that are on my desktop. When I press the record, it's going to ask me which part of my desktop I want, whether it's the entire screen or the application window, which is just the one tab. And I'm going to do the entire screen. So that is what I'm recording. It lets me know that it's about to happen, and I can hide that little box away. So now I might be showing a slideshow that guides through a lesson, and I'm talking about each of my slides as I'm recording going through it. I might be showing a particular activity sheet, and I'm showing the students what they need to do as they go through the activity, and discussing what each part means. It's possible I might be showing them how to do something on a document. So I might pull up a document and insert some text and show them how to change things with the text. I might be showing them where things are at on our Google Classroom page. So there's different reasons why we might use a screencast as part of our instructional video. Alternately, I might choose to embed my webcam so that students can also see me as I'm giving instruction. So now when I click on that, it's going to give me the choice of where I want my screen to be that's showing me. And the reason why I might want to embed a webcam is possibly, let's say, on that document where I might be going over instructions. Maybe I also need to demonstrate something right here, show them what it looks like. Or possibly when I was telling them where to find things on our Google Classroom page, maybe that's because I'm absent and they have a substitute teacher, and I really just want them to see my face. So regardless of if I have the webcam on or not, when I'm done recording, what I need to do is go to my tools over here. I'm going to pause it to start with, just kind of double check, am I really done? And if there were a few more words I needed to add, I could start it right back up. But since I'm done, I'm going to click on End Recording. That's going to give me a screen that shows what I've just recorded. And over here on the right-hand side is where we can see places that we can share it. Now, if I was happy with my video just the way that it is, I could just get a shareable link because this is going to save right to my drive. If I want to put it straight to YouTube or to Classroom, that's also meaning that I'm completely happy with how the video was. I usually choose to download it and export it as an MP4 because I do a lot of editing in iMovie with it, and that's what I was going to show you with this. So I'm going to export my file as an MP4, and it'll take it a little bit of time to actually download. And then I'll show you, after it downloads, I'll show you what we can do with it in iMovie. Okay, so now we want to see how to fix this up a little bit with iMovie. So I'm going to pull up my iMovie app. I want to create a new project. I'll make a movie. The first thing I want to do is to bring in the media to this. So I'm on the tab that says My Media. I want to import some media to it. One of the things I'm going to import is the screencast video that I just did from Screencastify. I might also want to find a photo that I have saved on my desktop to use as a title screen or to put somewhere within this video. And then I also did a video through my photo booth. So I can locate that movie and add it into my media as well. Okay, so my media is all here in iMovie. All I need to do is drag and drop it into my work area. This little slider right here makes it larger or smaller so that you can really pick out those little clips that you want to do. All right, so I might want to have this as my title screen. There's probably a little bit that I want to edit out here. So maybe I didn't start my screencast as early as I wanted to. What I'm going to do is split that clip by modifying and then split clip. And then I can get rid of that little piece. Same thing might have happened with the end of it. Maybe it kind of trailed off and I want to take off that little ending. Now, when I'm doing this for real, I would be playing it and making sure of what I'm saying. But just for the sake of showing you, you might want to split off the little end part of it where there was just a second or two of you fumbling around trying to get your controls. So I can have a photo, I can have a screencast, I can have an actual video all merged together. I might want to trim up this screencast because I can see a lot of my screen around it. So when I do the crop and I reset, and now I've cropped off those edges. Another thing you can do with it is transitions. So like in between, I might want to do a little swap transition. So it goes from this into the next segment. Might do a doorway over here, just something you can play around with. And also titles are a good thing to put. If I want to put a title right at the beginning of it, might drag that option here. And then when I click in there, it lets me put what title I want to have, and you can change the colors and the font of it. Now, one more thing is you might have a segment that doesn't have audio on it at all. Maybe you just recorded yourself clicking around on the screen and you weren't talking at all. You could go here to this little microphone to do a voiceover of that section. So I've clicked in this section. When I click on record, it's going to start giving me a place where I can voice over. And we can see the voiceover part coming on right there. And whenever I'm at the end of where I wanted to, I can just stop recording that. When I'm all the way done with it, I'm going to share it out by clicking on that button. Now that it gives you a lot of options. It could just go to your own iMovie theater, but then it would just be yours. You could put it straight to your YouTube channel if you're satisfied with it. You could export it as a file. There's a lot of different options. I usually export it as a file to start with so that then I have it on my computer. Then I can put it myself onto my YouTube or my Google Classroom, or I can just put it into my Google Drive and share it from there. So that way I do have the original file. So if it doesn't share correctly somewhere to start with, I can go and try again in a different way that the students can access. So I hope that has given you some ideas of how you can make instructional videos for your students using iMovie and a variety of different tools to get those resources into iMovie.